Hi, here's my vlog for the 27th of September on Friday. I woke up at like 9 or 9:30. That's about when I get up because I have insomnia. I had insomnia until like 3 in the morning, and I finally did go to sleep, but when the sun came up, I could feel in my body I didn't get enough. I didn't have enough, so I wanted to relax in bed. That's like the only time during the day where I get to actually relax because I guess I'm too revved up from insomnia to be able to feel like that. So yeah, I wasn't out until like 9:30. And then my mom, I had a little bit of a breakfast, like a little bowl of oatmeal I made yesterday. I made a bowl yesterday for the first time in like 5 years. So I have like 5-year-old oatmeal up there, or older. Yeah, so that was today. Yesterday, it was just organizing. I was going to go to the gym with my mom, but then she got too tired. And I realized that I was just spending the entire damn day, organizing and cleaning. Yeah, like, enough days went by where my place got nasty enough. I had to sweep and mop, and I swept up a bunch of ferret shit and stuff, and took all day. I had to buy more Tupperware. And I think I could still buy 2 more of the little ones, but there's 3 sizes I get. I have my entire house like just jammed with Tupperware. Like every single square inch in here is Tupperware. Tupperware all the way to the top. Okay. Tupperware there. Tupperware down there. And those are empty. Like I just have Tupperware just to fill up the area. Because if I want to ever organize, I don't have to have a situation where I've got like a bunch of stuff sitting around like there. Like everything would be put away, like you're looking like you're in a grandma's house where everything's just perfect. Museum pieces. Because all of the extraneous stuff is in the Tupperware. And you can see through the Tupperware. So you know what's in it, and there's labels. So Tupperware, like that Tupperware in there, those are 21 cups, and then on top it's 4 cups on. So it's just totally jam-packed in there. Those are 2 little ones on top of the big ones. So, like, I don't joke around when it comes to I could show you, like, my bedroom and everything. It's a good way to be able to consolidate and stuff. So, that way you can live in a 2-bedroom apartment and even have a roommate. Oh man, this freaking battery's gonna die. This is the only camera I have that works. Like this doesn't work. This doesn't work. This one doesn't work. Like none of my. I'm on the camera number 4 because these cameras have like these huge 256 gigabyte cards in them, and then they fill the cards up, and then I empty the cards, and then I reformat the cards, and then they work a day, and then they get filled up. 256 gigabytes. I don't know what's going on. So maybe I have just the wrong kind of card, but I spent a lot of money on those cards. They were like $100 or something. At the time, I was like, I'm so smart. Big ass cards. I never have to worry about filling up. No, dude. It's a booby trap because it's a big ass card. That means it's not going to work as well, even if it's the kind that's supposed to work. So, at least that's what I'm thinking might be the problem. But anyway, so whatever. I think these sometimes give you a warning. They do with the card, not with the battery. The battery gives you like a 5-second warning. So, if I suddenly have to stop talking, because I had to grab this camera from my bedroom, and then I'll make sure that this is the camera, the only one that works, and then I plug it up. So. But, I got up at 9, and my mom called me, want to go to the gym. So I tried to have breakfast, and trying to get up. And then, like, a prospective roommate called, so I talked to this guy for a little bit. Right, like when I was talking to her, and then she went to the gym. So I went there. She was already there, and I worked out with her. I helped her with one exercise. And, yeah. No, with two of them, tricep and bicep. I'm trying to, yeah, and then she went home, but she's like, an athlete now, like trying to go and work out all the time. And she never was. She was always, fat lady who thought exercise was like bad for you. And yeah, now at 82, she's finally doing it. And I think me going in there with her and being there helps. So yeah, so then she walked like 15 minutes or something on the treadmill, and I managed to run a half mile at like level 4.5 or 5, whatever, 4.5. And then I went back and did a couple of exercises. I did isolateral bench press, 45 pounds, 3 sets of 10, 45 blocks on each side. That's about all I can do. And then I did hack squat, one plate plus 10 pounder, one plate plus 35 pounder. So did 3 sets of that, 3 sets of 10. And then I did pull downs, 3 sets of 10 at 120 pounds. And then I realized I didn't have my lifting gloves, which I bought the other day. So I'm going to go back in there. That's kind of my excuse to come back. I came back here and under the pretext of getting my gloves. But I also wanted to stretch. So I'm going to stretch like an hour. I did like a half hour stretching just now. And then I decided to do my video. So I think I'm going to go and do another like half hour, but only time it. Actually know that I'm doing half hour. Because I try to do an hour of stretching, like exactly an hour. I don't like guess. But I forgot to see when I started this time. So I'm going to actually time myself, do another half hour, and then have another protein drink, and then go into the gym. And I'll go as long as I can, and that'll be my day. I decided to do some stretching, because stretching for me now is, as far as like time efficiency, bang for your minute, stretching is just as important as the lifting, and more important than riding, probably. So that's what I'm up to. I still felt like shit from like muscle atrophy and everything. So when I'm laying around, as long as I'm actively exercising, I remember somebody mentioned once hearing that like when the super fat people can't exercise because they're too out of shape to exercise. There's an element of truth to that, man. Like I'm so out of shape and tired that it's like not fun to exercise, and I can barely do it. So I make sure to like do 3 sets of 10, but make sure that I don't have to go down on the weight, so I don't ever get like start to struggle. I want my 10th rep on my 3rd set to be something that I can do without being like, So, because it's not as fun that way, man, when you're out of shape. I've been listening to St. Thomas Aquinas. I'm finally listening to books again. I think the first is coming around again pretty soon. I never graded myself because I just haven't. I mean, it was only yesterday when I finally, organized my place all the way to the end. It took all day. I was like, all these random things that I had to do, cleaning things, final organizing things, like walking around. I moved Tupperware around to proper places. All the bike tool stuff is out on the deck for the first time. And and then like just out of chance, the very next day, a roommate calls. So yeah, that's cool. Because as soon as I like set this place up, because I was getting ambitious. Like I cleaned out my aquarium yesterday, and from those rocks I filled it up like 3 times and emptied it out like 3 times, because I never did that since I had the fish, cleaning out the rocks. And then I cleaned out my hamster cage for the first time. He died in there. I don't know where he is. So that's ready to go. I can't get fish because somehow the lights don't work. And I have these extra light bulbs and they still don't work. So I don't know. Maybe I killed the actual fixture. And if I did, I guess yeah, I would just want to make sure later on, whenever I get around to it. Because once I go down and get fish, I want to get fish, hamster. They're having like buy one, get 50% off on the next one on the cockatiel. Parakeets. I'm thinking about getting like 6 parakeets, 5 or 6 parakeets. I have 2 now. That one is that one's yellow. He thinks he's friends with that other yellow one. It's not a bird. And then there's Blue. Where's Blue? There's Blue looking at himself in the mirror. So anyway, I only have 2, but I have another bird cage up there. So I was thinking maybe I could have 6 parakeets, my Savannah monitor, my 2 ferrets, a whole bunch of fish, and then I could fill I have a whole bunch of other cages and fish tanks. Like my house is set up for like way more than I could actually take care of in reality. Like I overstepped in the anticipation that one day when I get my shit together enough and I have enough money, which I don't, but maybe I will accumulate enough money if this roommate comes and doesn't move out. I haven't had a roommate for more than like a few months at a time. They always move on with their lives. But yeah, one of these days, dude, it would be fun to just fill up every single goddamn cage that I have. Like, like I have an axolotl cage with an axolotl cooler even already that I bought. So I could buy one now and take care of them. That's for the water frogs. That's the Savannah monitor. That's going to be for the crabs. That's for the freaking sand lizard. That'll be for like a snake or like a tarantula. I don't know, a snake or a... Can't remember. And then there's another one on the other side, which will be like for a snake. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. 5, 6, 7, 8. But that's all one animal. And then 9 for the ferrets. 10, 11, 12. And then there's another one. There's that one there. It's behind those. So over in that area, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 right there. And then this one is the one that's connected to the hamster. And then there's this one for the gargoyle gecko. And then I have 3 more fish tanks back there. There's one. And then there's 2 more. And then there's 2 more that are a little smaller than that. They don't have the bubbles in the bathroom. And so it's just out of control. And then plants everywhere. And then I have an iguana cage in my bedroom. A giant iguana cage that I'm not done building yet. And so yeah. And then I'm going to build I'm going to turn these trees on the top into a giant... and on top of my fridge, bearded dragon cage. So, one of these days, dude, right? Who cares when? It's just, I like having the possibility, And so,
Here's what I found.
I didn't ask you for anything, Siri. I don't even know where my phone is. Oh, that was on my watch. So, anyway, I use my watch for stretching. I put it on. I use it on my bike rides. Maybe I should bring it to the gym too. For the music. I use it on my bike rides to repeat a song if I like it, or to get to the next song. Or if I have internet, which you never do in the mountains, but if you're riding on the flats, you can have internet and you can ask for a song or whatever. But I use the watch for stretching. I set it for an hour, a minute and a half, and when it beeps and buzzes, I go to the other stretch. So, anyways, that's what I'm up to. Yeah, there's my birds. I was wondering why they weren't tweeting, because they usually tweet when I talk. I was like, what's wrong? You in a daze or something? Yeah, I have to go and get food for my Savannah monitor, man. I haven't for a while. He's probably getting starving. Savannah monitors, dude, suck. They're cool to look at, but boy, do they not like you. God damn it. They're dumb. They run away from me every time. That's why I want to get a bearded dragon. They seem way smarter than stupid ass Savannah monitors. And Tegus. Tegus are better than Savannah monitors too, but Savannah monitors are easier to take care of because they don't need all of the humidity that a Tegu does. You just throw it in there and forget about him. Like if he wants humidity, he'll just jump in his swimming pool. That's what I saw him last night because I can see the water mark on his heat pad because he runs away from me, but it leaves the water mark there with his, like an angel with his hands on it and everything. But anyway, I had such an awesome setup in there before with my Tegu and my red-footed tortoise because they were best buddies. They snuggled up all day, every day together. And but then I got rid of them because I had a roommate who was like freaking out, thought he was going to get salmonella, and I was like, dude, I'm not getting rid of my lizards for you, bro. Because they were there when he moved in, but then he called my mom, and then my mom like talked me into it, and so, and then he moved out anyway. So I was like, fuck. So don't let random ass people move in your house and like fucking start making you get rid of your animals because your animals are your kids. And yeah, but whatever. That's how easily manipulated I am. It was actually my mom who did it. I get way more easily when it's my parents pushing me. But anyway, yeah. So like my house is like finally up to snuff, and so now what I can do is get into a rhythm of keeping the house maintained, and then slightly better organized every day, and then just stay busy doing exercise every day and be a pro athlete, you know, and hopefully in a couple of months I'll actually be fit because I'm not fit now. Like I'm below average and everything, and it's sometimes it pisses me off because I know that the reason that I don't exercise is because of my big huge heart and how good of a person I am and how strong I am and how much I love humanity by sacrificing myself for 20 years on that website to try to change the world, you know. But then you can't go and think that people understand that you sacrificed. They're gonna think that you're just a lazy fuck like they are because everybody's lazy. And then they don't look at the websites and they can't tell how long it took because they only look at the front page. You know, you have to look at everything that I built, and a lot of it's not even on the website yet. It's like Google Earth stuff that I haven't even put on the website because a lot of it I can't access, and I did lose a little bit, and then you haven't linked it, and then finished it. Yeah, so yeah, eventually when I get into the rhythm, I'm gonna start. I'm gonna continue with the website, but I was thinking just give it like a half-hour maximum per project per day. So, like if I'm working on a book, putting the menus, because I already have it already built. I'll have to put it on. So I could do like a book a day or maybe a book in a half hour day. Putting the menus of these books on, and yeah, so just set the timer and just work, and once the half hour is up, you're like, okay, then I can be all happy about getting so much closer, and then I can stay in touch with what's going on with the site. Because like, it's so big that I don't even really know what it looks like that much, because I don't really want to look at it, because then every single fault I see, it's just like magnified, and there's just this huge temptation to fix it, but it's like it's this huge thing where nothing's finished, so it's like real dangerous situation for me to get in, because I get too proactive with it. So I kind of need to develop the habits of getting in shape before I do that. Otherwise, I'll just sit around and die early. So anyways, that's my vlog for the day. I'm going to upload this now and get going, stretch another half hour. Try to force feed myself, and then go back into the gym as long as I can, you know, until I start to bonk probably. And maybe I can do 100,000 pounds today. I mean, I did 121,000 last time I went in there, so maybe I could do 200, you know. But I do feel slightly better every day. Like I'm mostly fucked, like meaning to say my legs hurt and my knees hurt and everything hurts and I'm toxic and muscle atrophy pain and everything. But I do sometimes feel, like things are getting better. So yeah, so anyway, that's my job, get back in shape. Um, and I will talk tomorrow when I get up. Tomorrow I think I'll go on a bike ride because I like to stagger them. One day biking or something endurance. I'm not going to be able to run for a while. I'll have to run on the treadmill first. The farthest I ran so far was 3 miles in like 42 minutes, but that was at the end of my 121,000 pounds of lifting. So maybe I can do that again today. But yeah, I'm lethargic as hell running. But yeah, stagger it. One day enduro, one day lifting and the lifting includes an hour of stretching, and the riding would include an hour of stretching if I have time in the morning. But I can't do it after because I'm too tired. So that's basically what I'm up to. Maybe the next 3 months until I can get into some kind of semblance of physical fitness, and then I'll get an idea of where I'm at, like with my age. Like if I'm too old to be fit, maybe it'll take too long to recover. Because that's what I feel now. Like I feel like I'm not an athlete at all. I'm either not an athlete or I'm old or something. Because if I go on a bike ride, I'm like sore and tired. Like I don't recover, And so after 3 months, I think I'll get an idea of if I'm like back, And I was never an elite athlete. I have it mentally, but I aged out way early than I thought I was going to, because of my intellectual pursuits. So I had no idea, but what was I saying? Yeah, so I'm kind of I'm like pissed off and freaked out that I ended up turning into not an athlete. Because that's not what I thought I was. But I knew I was considered myself an intellectual. See, that's why I make the whole website. Because all these fucking idiots are up there, fitness idiots, are up there being like, the secret to the six-pack abs, how do you get the pecs? It's like, fucking morons. It's about putting time into it. Well, where do you get time? Time's attached to money. It's all attached to fucking money, dude. So you have to create a system for everybody where we're all, oh shit, we're running out of time. Where it's all multitasking. So we might be out of time. So talk to you tomorrow.